What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Let's Talk Movies. I'm Brad.
And I'm Miguel.
And if you can say one good thing, I mean, there's many good things about the year, but if you can say one of the many great things about 2023, it's that it is a hell of a time to be a Godzilla fan.
Certainly is.
You've got the Monarch series. You've got Godzilla -1, which is doing, dude, it is doing incredibly well. Miguel got to check that out yesterday. I haven't been so lucky yet, but
yeah, guys. Yeah, let me say
I've heard
phenomenal.
Things.
Yes, 100%. Everything you want in a Godzilla movie. There's even talks in the air, and it is without a doubt, probably the film of the year. That's the talk that's going on. It is that good.
The sentiment I've heard.
97, 98. I think at one point it was 100% on Rotten Tomatoes.
100 at one point.
Guys, this is a film to check out. Whether you are a Godzilla fan or not, this is still a great film nonetheless. So, yeah, feel free to go out there and check it out for yourself. But,
and then you have me over at the corner, and I'm like, go Kong!
Yeah, bro. Yeah, trust me. This film is everything you probably want in a Godzilla film. Yeah, I'm speechless still for the movie. Like I'm gonna go see it again, and in an IMAX because my man, this movie was everything you could expect.
I'm sure.
Godzilla is back as a horror icon, and he is loving every bit of screen time possible. The story's great, and everything about it is great. Cinematography, music, and visuals, bro. With a budget of I don't know. There's talks like the budget of the CGI was so much like half, not even half of what the MCU has put on these movies, and they look immaculate.
Incredible.
Yeah. So, guys, go check it out.
And the fun doesn't just stop with the horror icon, serious version of Godzilla. Not that the legendary stuff isn't serious, but it does have a little bit more of like a fun monster movie type feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
And most people have seen the posters kind of being teased over the last couple of days. There was the Godzilla and Kong posters of their handprint, and it says Unite. And then there was the one of the new villain that we now know as the Scar King, kind of in a red bloody handprint, and his said bow to your new king. And then, of course, today, the CCXP, the con is going on, and we actually got the official poster drop. I think this is a dope poster. This is like, I kind of want to add this to my collection of posters. I think it's pretty
Bro, I'm not gonna lie, it looks like the Rockstar game for GTA
it
6.
Really does.
Yeah.
It looks like a video game poster, but there's something about it that I like. With the helicopters, the two of them kind of in silhouette, you can't really see them. Although it took me a minute. What's going on with Kong's arm, bro?
I don't know, man. That looks odd.
That's
interesting.
Got,
like the Infinity Gauntlet or something.
I thought the same thing. It looks like he's gone to another universe and stolen the Infinity Gauntlet and put it on. But it's really interesting. I'm curious to see how that's going to happen. And I also love the tagline, "Rise together or fall alone." That is a dope tagline.
How really cool. Very Kentucky slogan of us to have.
Yeah,
you guys don't know the Kentucky slogan. It's united. It's united we stand, divided we fall.
United we stand, divided we fall.
That's the Kentucky. I think motto. So hey, shout out to our boys.
Yeah.
And,
so this is basically just a ripoff of the Kentucky.
What I'm saying is, if the demographic from Kentucky does not stand out in this movie and come to watch it, how dare you?
I know, right? And in addition to the poster, we actually got the first official trailer for Godzilla X Kong: The New Empire. Let me ask you a question. Do we say Godzilla X Kong or do we say Godzilla and Kong? I'm confused. It's like
I'm going with Godzilla and Kong.
It's like people who say Blink 182, but then there's a small camp of people who say Blink 182, and it's like that just sounds wrong to me. Like Godzilla X Kong sounds weird to me. Godzilla and Kong sounds correct. But Godzilla X Kong is weird. It's a tomato, Blink 182, Blink 182. I don't know. It's weird. But I don't know. I like Godzilla and Kong. But it's funny because I think about our channel and I think about part of the reason that Let's Talk Movies even exists in the first place. And I think back to, I remember how excited you were in the for the 2014 Godzilla film to release.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember seeing that in the theater. And then I remember after we saw Godzilla King of the Monsters, you and I sat in the movie theater parking lot for probably 2.5 hours and just sat and like talked about it because at that point they had already announced Godzilla versus Kong, and of course that had us like jacked, and it just like I think this franchise and the Monsterverse has a lot to do with our channel existing in the first place. So it's pretty cool that we're like, we went through the Godzilla versus Kong stuff, and that felt really big and that felt really cool. And now you have a film where both of them have to work together. And I'm really curious to see what that's going to look like, and to kind of see how that comes into play, I'm super stoked to watch this trailer. And I'm super stoked to see what they're going to do with this new entry.
Nah, dog, same here. I'm with you on both ends, man. Like, ever since 2015 Godzilla came out, I have been on this roller coaster of enjoying the ride of everything that Godzilla has been put out. I mean, obviously, you see, I think the original 2014 kind of got moved to the back because I had this one. Yeah. But still, man, since the last project, which was like 2004, and then, 20 years later, we have come down to fucking this right here with Godzilla and Kong and Godzilla -1.
And Monarch. We missed if we didn't mention the best Godzilla of all time. The 1998 Godzilla film with Matthew.
Yeah, but that was still within that's limit, so it's neither here or there. That was still within the area where they were still pumping movies out. But ever since 2004 ended with Final Wars, we have not had much projects. It would just like kind of in the abyss. It would just sit in the shelves. But then now we are completely in the next generation of Godzilla, and I couldn't be more happy for it. Yeah. So, new trailer. I'll be honest, man. I wanted to watch this without you.
I called Miguel bad. As soon as I saw that dropped, I called Miguel like 4 hours ago. I said, "Don't you watch that trailer without me?" Because
no, I really want to watch it together. I was at a Save-A-Lot, and I was like,
"It's gonna happen.
I want to fucking watch it."
So, without further ado, let's dive into it. Let's watch this trailer.
Let's do it.
All right, the moment that we've waited for. This has been, how many years is this? What are we? Almost 10 years? Almost 10 years of the Monsterverse?
10 years of the Monsterverse.
Next year's going to be 10 years. Holy crap. 10 years in the making. Almost 10 years in the making of this new chapter in the Godzilla and Kong universe. Here is the official trailer for Legendary's Godzilla and Kong. The New Empire. 3. 1. Here we go.
For most of human civilization,
I was always curious as to who they brought back to the cast.
Exists on the surface of our planet.
That's Shimu? Wait, what the fuck?
No, that's Kong.
It is.
What else were we wrong about?
Or is it Kong?
That's true. I'm glad we're back to Hollow Earth. I'm glad we see more of that.
There's my boy.
This world has more secrets than we could possibly imagine.
Oh well, she gets her hair short. I'm dead. Uh-oh. What the fuck? Oh, little.
What is that?
Are they really gonna do the Son of Kong?
That's not Kong.
No, I don't think that's
No way.
What could have done this?
Dude looks mean.
Yeah. The new Titans. I'm always happy to see new monsters. Oh, is this a civilization? Oh.
Like inside of Hollow Earth on his own. Where's G? Where's your boy?
There he is. Whoa.
There he is. sick.
Yeah. Where is that?
That's pretty.
Jesus Christ.
Welcome to my world.
Is that
That-
a mini Kong?
That's weirding me out.
I
I
don't
don't
know.
understand that at all.
Kingdom of Planet of the Apes.
That's odd. It looks cool. There's a lot of really
Mhm.
cool things in there.
Bro, Godzilla looks so different. Bro. Godzilla looks beef as fuck.
He does. The
Yeah.
arms did. There
Bro,
was that.
like I told you, Obo was gonna be like this.
We had talked
Obo's
about
gonna be like
something. We had seen somewhere about his arms being like longer and more like
Mhm.
jacked, like beefed up, and it does look
Yeah.
kind of. His arms do look beefed up, especially in that. Let me see if I can go back to it.
Bro, oh buddy
Especially
almost
in
looks like a
that,
knuckle dragger.
In that final shot, let me see if I can pause it where they.
Right
him
here.
and Kong
Bro,
are
that looks
running.
dope. Look at that.
Yeah, dude.
Oh boy's
his-
running like a normal person.
Yeah. Is that kind of odd though? Like, is it odd to see Godzilla running like a normal human being?
It's a little odd, I'm not gonna lie.
That
But
seems
I'm
odd
not
to-
mad about it still.
That's
Nah,
pretty
I
cool,
still
though.
think that's a really dope shot.
That is
Bro,
a pretty dope
Godzilla
shot.
looks
I like it.
I mean, he looks beefed and ready to fight. I'm
He
not
looks
gonna lie.
angry.
I
It's the
know.
pinkish red eyes that like really give him a kind of freaky look, honestly.
I know. I'm really curious as to what happened to him. Like, 'cause
Yeah.
it doesn't really like depict what happens to him like after the events of Godzilla versus Kong. I mean, oh buddy just went to the sea,
Yeah.
and that was it.
Yeah.
So
Well,
Hmm.
I'll tell you, I like that the trailer doesn't give away a whole lot of spoilers. Like, we don't go in super spoiler territory.
Mhm.
What's the little Kong?
oh,
What
I don't
is
know.
that
It's
thing?
probably well, you see that
At
it's like
first, I
a
was like, is it a flashback? But then there were
Mhm.
humans like looking at it, so I was like, okay,
Mm-hmm.
apparently it's not a flashback. Like, that's odd.
I don't know. I think it's well, you saw that there was multiple Kongs. There's like a civilization of Kongs now in that Hollow Earth. So it could just
Yeah.
be like a mini Kong that's in there. I think it's like it looks like the son
Mhm.
of like the orangutan guy. Which
Yeah.
go back to Scar King if you can.
Let me see if I can.
Let's
get
take a
back
look
to
at
it.
Scar King because he looked.
That's a cool shot too. See,
Yeah, see, look, there's different
I have
Kongs.
a feeling. I have a feeling that they are very submissive to Scar King. I think.
I
You
agree.
know what I mean?
This is a prequel to Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. It definitely is. 100% believe
Well,
it.
there were. I mean, if you remember, pretty
Caesar.
soon, right after,
Oh.
right after Godzilla versus Kong release, there were rumors that there
Mhm.
was going to be like a Son of Kong type, like they were going
Kind
to
of
tie
glad
in
they
elements
kind
of
of glad
that
they pushed that
storyline.
narrative out.
Yeah. Well, did they though? Like, what is
Yeah,
like?
I doubt that's Kong's son. I highly doubt it. That
Well, yeah,
can't be
because who would he mate with?
exactly. So I don't think it's
Like, that doesn't, like, logistically, I don't think that makes sense. I don't know. Let's do this. Let's go back through this trailer from the very beginning. I'm gonna turn the sound like really low, and we're gonna kind of break down a couple of things that we see.
you might need to turn that down a little bit more.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn it down a little more. I like the whole seismograph thing. Like, we keep.
Well, I mean, it's
going back
depicting
to,
like Hollow
something's
Earth
happening in the ground.
esque.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like we keep going back to Hollow Earth. Do
Mhm.
you think? Well, I think it says it in the trailer description that Scar King is trying to get control of the surface too. Like, he's already got control of Hollow Earth, but now he's trying to get control of like what's above,
Oh, I didn't
which
know
is
that.
interesting.
Mhm.
Yeah. Is that the entrance to Hollow Earth? Is that what that is? I forget.
I think possibly another entrance. I'd say because I think there's different entrances to
Yeah.
Hollow Earth, so that could be yeah.
Of human civilization. We believed that life could only exist
Because you realize they made another
on the surface
entrance
of
to
our planet.
Hollow Earth in
Right.
Hong Kong. I think that's where the battle
Yeah.
was.
See, that's interesting. Like, what's going on there?
I think Hollow Earth is
Is
starting to
there
get like
another?
reconnected. You know, like
Dude, I'll
they're
tell you what
opening
would be
doors.
kind of cool. Yeah, what would be cool is if like they slowly start opening up like more entrances
Mhm.
to Hollow Earth, and like you can't predict where they're gonna come out of. That's pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I dig that. The Infinity
Bro, where's
Gauntlet.
bro?
Okay.
This shit. I thought that was like Bumblebee for a second, though.
I know, right?
Yeah,
That it's Kong. Like,
yeah, that's straight
or
up
if it's
Kong.
not Kong, it's Scar King. But I don't see why that doesn't make sense. To me. I
No,
don't know
that's
why it
not.
would be.
That's not.
That's
I think that's definitely Kong.
That's got to be a human-made thing to give him some kind of advantage, right?
Nah,
That's kind of
man.
what I'm thinking right now.
Nah, man. Kong made that,
Bro, how what? How
bro.
would Kong make that?
I don't know. He probably got help from
Dude's
Caesar.
a
Caesar's pretty
literal
smart.
giant monkey.
I don't know.
I feel like that's a man-made thing to try to give him an edge up.
Why?
What else were we wrong about?
What else were we wrong about? Welcome to my world.
Are those those are like pterodactyl kind of kaiju?
Those are
monsters thing, right?
pterodactyls.
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you think? Okay, all of the monsters that we saw at the end of King of the Monsters that bowed to Godzilla.
Mm-hmm.
Are we ever going to see anything else again on the surface? Like, it just kind of like we've just kind of skipped over that the world is full of
I don't
of
know.
kaiju.
I think
like
I think at that level, how can I say this? I think Godzilla vs. Kong did a poor job at running over that because in the beginning, like that whole like fucking title thing was like all about Godzilla and
it was
Kong
all about
taking
the two of them,
down.
which
It was about them taking down these kaiju's already, and it just led to like the last bracket between Godzilla and Kong. And I was like,
oh, that's
so
true.
did
though.
like so did Godzilla just like annihilate every single Titan that was like on the Earth? So,
But that's weird though. Like, why would he do that if they don't pose a threat? Because isn't his whole thing that if it's not a threat, he doesn't bother them?
I don't
I mean,
know.
there would have to be some kind of like living in peace type. You know what I mean? Because to me, it doesn't make sense that Godzilla's just on a warpath to try to kill every other Titan on planet Earth. Like, that's odd to me. That doesn't.
I don't
something
know.
about
I
that
think it's
doesn't line up.
because Godzilla considers Earth like above Earth like his kingdom. So any creature above it is considered a adversary. So I think
Right.
that's why he just kept attacking these other kaijus. And
But then also though, if they're submissive to him though, then he has no reason to attack them. Like if
Doc.
bro's like, hey, I ain't got no beef. Like I'm
Yeah.
good. Like I mean, I don't know. It's weird.
I'd
Like,
say that's definitely a plot hole that really needs to be fixed here in this movie. I think it does.
yeah, I agree. Well,
That's
and
a
I
pretty
imagine
big plot hole.
Godzilla happens to run into another monster, and the other like they kind of give each other that like they give each other that look, and Godzilla
Yeah.
walks by and he's just like, like he's just trying to like punk everybody, So yeah, I hope we get to see more surface kaijus because I'm sure we're gonna see all kinds of weird stuff in Hollow Earth, but like I want to see more of like what's up there,
I mean, Kong
love
looks
him.
pretty beefy now.
He does.
I mean,
he looks a little
beefy
bit.
less.
Do you think
Yeah.
he looks a little more beefed up than he did before?
Than we could possibly imagine.
Miracles I get.
I
See,
thought this was
here's
funny.
what's really strange.
Still now and then.
That's so
Like my
odd.
man confused. What?
Yeah, he's like, bro, what? Also, he's still got the axe. I don't know if I like that. The axe was cool, but like, I don't want him to have to keep relying on the axe. Like, you're King Kong.
Well, now he's gonna rely on the fucking Infinity Gauntlet. So shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's true.
He's so
He's
cute.
cute.
Look at him though.
He's cute.
I know. So innocent.
What is that?
That's pretty dope.
So where is it? Is that like a cave? Jesus Christ, that's a huge hand too.
I
think-
assume that's in. I assume that's in Hollow Earth, right?
Bro, I gotta Is Scar King like much bigger than Kong?
I don't.
Because that's a
I don't know if
huge
he's much
hand.
bigger. I just think he's more like nimble. I don't know. Maybe he is.
I guess I gotta like see another picture of him because those pictures make it seem like he's huge.
I know. If he's gonna put up a fight against G, like a legitimate fight, I guess maybe he is a little bit bigger than Kong.
Yeah.
That's not Kong.
She's even like, bro, that ain't him.
Yeah,
Like,
there you go.
That's a pretty dope shot.
That
Making
is.
you actually slide down.
Yeah.
Who could have done?
That's a dope shot too. So Scar King has obviously already killed a bunch of other
Kongs,
gorillas,
yeah.
like in his lineage.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
This.
I mean, he stands on
And
business.
those are
It
all
seems like
gorillas,
it.
right?
Yeah, apparently those are all gorillas. There's a kingdom of gorillas and there's a kingdom like, bro. I mean, it's growl. Pretty gruff.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's hear the growl one more time.
He sounds like he speaks.
Do you think he speaks?
No, I don't think he speaks.
I don't know if I'm gonna like that. That might be a little much.
I would not like if he speaks. He should not speak. I'm not gonna lie. That'd be weird.
That might be a little too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. Bro, that straight up looks like Groot. Like very defined butt cheeks and back in that
Hey,
shot.
my man is beefed up though. Like, what
Both
is
of
this?
Godzilla and Kong both look like they have a little bit more beef to them. Like they've been juicing a little bit. They've
This is
definitely been
obvious-
having the
see, look.
protein shake every morning.
Yeah. This is obviously a civilization like inside Hollow Earth.
A human civilization?
Okay, this isn't like Minneapolis. Yeah, it's just Kansas City, on a Saturday night.
In vacation when he's like, man, I'm from the west side of Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's an interesting thought. I don't know if I like it all that much, but
That makes sense. And there's lore behind that.
what is that?
I don't know. You think
We
that's
don't
like
really-
Kong can't stop this
we don't really get to see.
on his
wait,
own.
what'd he say? He can't stop this on his own.
He
Okay.
said Kong can't stop this on his own.
Kong can't stop this on his own.
He won't be alone.
He won't be alone. So why is G asleep?
Oh, buddy gotta evolve, dog.
Why is Homeboy asleep in ice?
Because he's in a cocoon. He's evolving. He's metamorphosing. Just like his
Does he just
girlfriend
naturally do
Mothra.
that? He just naturally does that.
Just because of it, just because of his like girlfriend Mothra. Same way she metamorphosized. I don't fucking know, but it looks dope.
Is that a thing like throughout Godzilla's
No.
lore? Like he just
No.
he evolves or changes?
Well, he gets more powerful over time.
Flick in a bug's life. I turned into a beautiful butterfly.
Butterfly. Yeah, no. No, he progressively gets stronger and stronger over and over. And dog, if I were to tell you all the powers Godzilla has, it's funny as fuck. But just the powers that these creators just give him. Be like, yeah, sure, let him have that.
Dude, I need Kong to do the drop kick where he just like the sideways drop kick where he's like,
Oh, you're talking about
like-
Godzilla?
or is it G that does that in the
I think
original
it's
one?
Godzilla that
In
does
the
that.
original King Kong versus Godzilla, yeah.
I mean,
It's
but he
pretty
looks
dope.
dope, Joe.
He really does.
But like, was my man just like,
I like it.
bro? Look at his arms. They're fucking like
He really is,
juicy.
dude. They are both much more ripped than they were before.
Mhm. Yeah.
I'm gonna be real. I went back and watched a couple of. When I saw this image, I did see this particular image on Twitter earlier. That was the only thing I had spoiled before I saw the trailer. And of course, the stills that IGN released. But when I saw this, I went back to the 2014, like just to the airport clip from the 2014 film, and then one of the clips when he's fighting Ghidorah in King of the Monsters. I'm gonna be real with you. G had a little bit of chunk to him in both of those films. Like even
My
his
man was
legs
fucking
were,
hibernating,
were
dude.
thick. Like
Yeah.
he needed to lose the freshman 15, and it looks like now he's been hitting the gym hard. Him and Kong have both been hitting the gym really, really hard since the events of GVK. So I don't know, but he looks good. Do you like the pink, or is the pink too? I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
I think he saw the movie. I think he's Knuff. If I had to say something.
Yeah, he did it.
But
on purpose.
yeah. I don't know. I don't think this is gonna be like the Kong. I don't think it's gonna be the Godzilla we see like immediately. I think this is like after something. Something happens to him in this movie that causes him to look like that. That's
Dude,
fucking
he
dope.
looks
Dude,
evil.
look at that. He looks
His
rad.
teeth, like the teeth look wild.
Bro, my man is he just looks eternally powered up, and I think that's cool.
He really does. Somebody compared, you would know this better than me. Somebody compared this, not Final Wars. They compared the look of this Godzilla to something else.
Millennium?
Yes.
Yeah,
they
he looks like
compared him to
2000.
that.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm good with that. I think it looks dope. If you guys don't know, just look up Godzilla 2000 and you'll find pictures of it. And that's on actually I have it right here. I have him right here. That guy. This
Does
guy.
he power
Obviously,
up and
like
do all that crap?
no, he just has pink spines just like that. But I mean he doesn't have much powers. I mean he's nimble as fuck in this
Yeah.
year.
Yeah.
He's pretty nimble in this one. It's kind of funny. Like I said, like oh buddy, they just gave him powers that was just like or abilities where I'm just like okay. So I don't know. I'm excited to see what this guy will do. He looks sick. I'm not gonna lie.
Let's watch that whole Godzilla sequence again. I mean, come on.
Kong can't stop this on his own.
He won't be.
I wonder what her purpose is right now.
I know that's gonna be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So dope, man.
Like, where is he getting this power up? Like, I'm curious.
That's pretty cool. I'm gonna
I
be real.
know.
And you can see the eyes glowing. He looks super nimble.
Mhm.
Like he's got the really long, like you. I think you described him as like an orangutan look more than a gorilla, because gorillas are real like beefy and stocky and like when a gorilla walks on two legs, like gorillas like they're super like buff. Orangutans are a little bit more like monkey-ish, where they're like they're more nimble and their arms are a little bit longer and they have like better grasp and things like that. Like, and this seems like I would imagine from what we've seen of Scar King up to this point, I would imagine that part of what's going to make him like a worthy adversary of Godzilla and Kong is that he's going to be able to move faster and like, I don't know, like he's going to be more tactical, like I guess is the word. That seems strange talking about like a monkey, but
Apes.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. I can see that.
So that is that bone?
What is that? I don't know. That looks like a sash.
I know, but it looks like it's made out of bone.
I don't know. Yeah, look at these poor little chumps.
That's a lot of gorillas.
That's a lot of gorillas. I think Godzilla could take all of them, but whatever.
He looks menacing.
So,
I
yeah,
gotta say, he
yeah.
looks pretty creepy.
Yeah, he looks like he means business.
Yeah, I'll be very interested to see how fight scenes between him and Godzilla go. You know what I mean? Just because like it was so obvious that Godzilla like was that much stronger than Kong in GVK. So like I'm
what's
curious
interesting
to see how this goes.
Yeah, because it's gonna be funny to see how this guy can obviously like the initial fight between Godzilla and Scar King, and like just see like it's gonna be funny to see Scar King like absolutely get a couple of good punches into Godzilla and be like, oh, and just see Kong just be like, I couldn't do that.
Yeah, could you imagine? You see Scar King like lands a couple, like he knocks Godzilla out, like just completely swings on him, and you cut over and Kong's like,
yeah. He's like, damn, I couldn't do that.
Well, and equally though, like I'm interested to see how he fights up, like how he pairs up against Godzilla, but I'm also interested to see how he pairs up against Kong too. You know, like.
Well, here's my thing: like, is this guy really that much of a adversary to the point where Godzilla and Kong has to like team up?
Apparently.
Like there has to be. No, I genuinely think that there is another monster in the
Which
fold that isn't.
there
Yeah,
is.
which
There's the Shimu
so
thing, which is like another lizard that he has
mhm.
control of.
Which I think that they just choose not to bring them out right now, just for the sake of keeping, I guess secrets. But I mean, it's well
Yeah.
known that Shimu is another possible monster that's going to be in this movie. So
Is Shimu is
no,
that a previous monster or is that
no,
brand
I
new?
can tell you that right
Do
now.
you
No.
like that they're using like they're creating new monsters instead of using like pulling different ones from like the
Hey, I
lore?
don't mind it. I thought it was cool in King of the Monsters for them to include legacy monsters. I thought that was neat, like Rodan and Ghidorah.
Right.
But if I would, I'd be lying if I said I wouldn't want more legacy monsters. I would love to see more legacy monsters,
Yeah.
and maybe those are the monsters that we see, and normal and like up in normal Earth,
like a solo Godzilla film or something.
yeah, some of that nature, and that'd be cool. But I don't know. I think they're really pushing this Hollow Earth thing, so I could totally
Yeah.
see either option of
Yeah.
just creating new monsters, trying to create their own franchise, or
Yeah.
kind of giving us legacy characters moving forward.
I'll tell you what
But
I wouldn't mind to see more of is like I mean I know we got the Skull Island movie, but like and they're doing the animated thing, but like I mean they kind of tease that there's a lot of other monsters on Skull Island
mm-hmm,
that aren't anywhere else. So like
mm-hmm.
I think it'd be kind of cool to explore a little bit more of Skull Island and to see like what else is there. You know what I
It
mean?
is, and honestly, there's a lot of I'm sure because I just like started watching Monarch too, and just trying to understand what's going on with that. I mean, they're introducing monsters in Monarch, which is still cool. Not legacy monsters still, but still nonetheless new monsters.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. So I think
Did they mention Skull Island at all in Monarch?
yes, it is mentioned. It's actually
Okay.
brought back up, in the beginning of the show. So
Mm.
I mean, I'm still all for these new monsters coming out, and I think with Monarch it'll help brief us on some monsters that may be
Yeah.
coming out. But so far, like, I mean, I'm not surprised by any of these monsters that we have right now. It doesn't surprise me. Like, I kind of figured they would be in this film,
Yeah.
but I hope we get surprised by another monster. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah, for
So.
sure. Doink.
Bro,
What if you just saw a big red dick just like
that's what
like,
is that a weird thing for me to think? Because it's like, bro, like you really like have a giant like ape, but how do they procreate? Like, unless he's got like a giant schlong just like dangling right there. I don't know. That's just weird for me to think, but it's neither here or there. So yes,
That's
here we are.
Bone.
Yeah, that's Bone.
Straight
And
up that he's wearing bones.
huh? Do you like the fact that he looks semi-bald? I kind of would have rather had him had hair on top of his head.
I kind of like that he's red.
Yeah, I do
that's
too.
Kind of cool looking.
Well, you
He
gotta
does
distinguish between the two.
He has a pretty killer roar.
Bro, he's in a beach. He's on a beach right there. You
I
see
know.
that?
That's what's confusing. Is he roars and he's roaring at all of the other apes, and then it's like, and on the beaches of Normandy. Like what? Like,
Bro, and look, Godzilla's on the beach too. So
do you
there's
mean?
gonna be a battle on the beach. Look, watch. Keep going. Bro, he is on the
bro,
beach too.
He's gonna fight Godzilla on the beach.
On a beach. That's pretty dope.
That's gonna be dope.
I mean, that'd be dope.
Dude,
Bro,
it's
he looked
his
mad
eyes.
as fuck. Yeah, it's the fact that he like, bro, oh buddy looks like fucking Goku, like Super Saiyan Goku.
Wait, one more time. I need that one more time. You
That'd
say
be
my
dope.
name.
You say my name.
How dare you say my name? He does look angry. Like actually angry. As
Bro,
well
but
as this
listen,
Kong.
like how badass is this Scar King supposed to be? Like, imagine Godzilla just starts out with like this awesome power. This Scar King has to be fucking like on
Nuts.
demon time for him to
I
just
know.
like see that and be like, I can still take him. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like Jesus, I'm like yeah, this guy's on something.
Yeah.
And yeah,
I
Kong
imagine he's gonna be like kind of unhinged, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, still
I
like
assume
smart
I
enough to be
can
in control of the other
guarantee
kaiju
that
or whatever.
like
But
yeah, I think that little sash, that bone sash he has to be like a Godzilla like memento from another Godzilla. It has to.
or
So
wait, wait, wait. It's in a line.
yes, it is a spine, dude.
What if it's the snake? What if it's the snake from the 76 God or the 76 Kong, where he fights the giant snake? What if it's the giant snake? That'd be a cool nod to a Kong villain. There, in the 76 remake
Oh,
or 78, I forget what year it is.
Mhm.
With Jeff Bridges, Kong fights a giant snake. It's like a giant yellow snake, and
Mhm.
like that would be kind of a cool Kong villain nod, because there's not a lot of like there's a lot of different creatures, but there's not any like signature like Ghidorah or Rodan or Destroya. Like there's not a like signature Kong villains like there are for Godzilla's. You
yeah,
know
there
what I
is.
mean?
It's Godzilla.
Well, yeah. Yeah. I
Literally
mean,
it,
at
yeah.
this point, I think you'd say the most signature thing was the Venosaurus Rex, the V Rexes from
Mhm.
Peter Jackson's 2004 one.
Yep.
But dude, he does look mean as hell.
He does.
He looks like rageful.
Yeah.
That is sexy.
It really is. Like that right there. Just
Whew!
bro, I mean, like, are they fighting each other?
Why would they be fighting each other?
I don't know. They probably.
Dude,
I don't
he
know.
looks demonic. Like he literally kind of looks like a demon.
Mm-hmm.
That's pretty sick. Why would G and Godzilla be fighting each other again? I feel like Kong would be like, that's a question I don't need answered twice.
Yeah. Right.
Wow.
Bro. So where is
They're
this?
straight up running together. Hollow Earth. Dude, is it going to be cool to see Godzilla in Hollow Earth?
I think it will be, because I mean you'll get more like action as opposed to like, oh no, watch out for the people. Here, let me get a couple more
Yeah.
shots of people running.
I'll tell you what. I mean, it was cool seeing them fight each other. Like, it was fun to watch them fight each other. And it was cool. I don't know if I really count Mechagodzilla, because, like, I'm going to be real. G was getting it handed to him when Kong stepped in to save the day. Like, my man was on his last leg. And
Bro, because my man was just done fighting. Like,
I
give me a
know.
break.
Well, he didn't get a break. Like, he
Yeah,
literally
he
just got done,
got
and
no
then
break.
boom, it was, yeah. Well, I don't know. It's gonna be really, really cool to see them like bouncing off of each other and helping each other.
Mhm.
Like, that's gonna be pretty dope. Also, what makes you think like when is it gonna like? It's gonna be weird to see G, because Godzilla's so like, I'm the king, I'm in control. It's gonna be weird to see him like, I need help. Like, you know what I mean? Like, to actually see him working with something else. Which I guess he worked with Mothra.
I think what this is, I think Kong just couldn't handle the shit down there, so he had to come down and fix some shit. I think that was what's happening.
It's also
remember,
gonna be
he's
cool. Sorry.
No, I was just gonna say, because you also gotta remember, like, Godzilla's only king of, like, he's king of the monsters in the top, and he's perfectly okay with that. And I think like all the shit's happening right now with what Scar King wants to do, which will just control the top of the earth too. Like, Godzilla's gonna be like, okay, bitch, like, okay, like, you see what I did to Monkey Joe over here, like, I'm gonna do the same thing to you. So let's bounce. And then Kong's like, can I join you? And he's like, yes, clearly you need help. I think that's gonna happen.
I guess.
I think it's just Godzilla like setting Dominus, like, "Hey, stand your ground, stand your ground."
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what. Yeah. As soon as they jump up, Kong's like getting his ass handed to him, and Godzilla's like, "Stand up and fight like a man." you know.
Let him get up.
But
Let him
no,
get up.
I was thinking about how Godzilla's so in touch with like the other kaiju and like what's going on. Like he's almost kind of got like a sixth sense to him about like stuff like that. Like he knew when the Muto was gonna wake up, and like he knew all of that. Like he just knows where to show up when this stuff is happening.
Yeah.
Do you think what we talked about before about the holes opening up, like if they're trying to open up other portals into Hollow Earth, do you think Godzilla is going to be aware that like something is wrong down there?
Yeah.
Like is he
I
going to
think
be
so.
aware that something is like something is awakening and something is wrong in Hollow Earth? Or is he just in tune to that on the surface? That's a good question.
You were asking about characteristics of a giant lizard. It's easy for me to do that for like a human being, but
I know,
but
look at him.
for
He's
a giant
your favorite
lizard,
giant lizard.
yeah. All I could do is say yes. I mean, yeah, sure. I think guys. I mean, he's the one that's gonna put things in order. Like he's like like exactly what Serizawa said. He said like he's the one that brings balance, and I think this power up that he has is necessary to take on this massive change that's going on, because this is obviously like a different environment as to what it was before. But this is good. This goes beyond, just taking care of Mutus and taking on his arch rival like Ghidorah. So this is new territory right now.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious how powerful that is compared to nuclear Godzilla.
Yeah. Bro is straight up running.
Welcome to my
Golly, yeah, I wish he gave me more, man.
I like it. It's cool,
Yeah.
man. I dig it. I'm super stoked for it. I'm ready. My body is ready. My heart is ready.
What is it? April 24th, 2024?
I think so. We don't know if it says it. There's baby that we don't understand who or what.
Is that a mini Kong?
It just says 24.
Oh.
I'll have to look at.
Wait, do you notice something? Do you notice that Millie Bobby Brown? I think she got written off.
Probably. Which sucks because I liked her. I liked her, and
I liked her character too, and it was cool to have her it was cool to have Girl be like the person for Kong, and Millie Bobby Brown be the person for Godzilla. That was cool. But let me see, what's the
cast?
Yeah, let's see what that is. Cast. I mean, it has her in there, but she doesn't have like her character name in there. So I don't know. I mean, she's probably busy. I can imagine she's probably busy.
Let's see.
Yeah, even Alexander Skarsgård is still in there. The only people that I see that have names is Gia, the girl that's with Kong. Some student, obviously Rebecca Hall, Terry Henry, Dan Steven, which is dope to have him on there, which is cool.
Yeah, it said she didn't reprise her role due to her work on The Electric State, which is an upcoming American science fiction film.
The fuck is that?
I don't know.
Electric State.
I don't know.
What is this? This is sci-fi adventure. You mean to tell me you gave up a Godzilla film for The Electric State?
I don't know. Apparently she likes the script. But this thing looks awesome. So guys, please let us know your thoughts on the Godzilla and X, whatever we're going to call it. The new Empire X is God's King's Kong's butts and
sure.
I don't know. whatever. Let us know your thoughts on whatever the title of this movie is in the comments below. And we're super stoked for it. We're going to be covering any new trailers, any new posters. This is definitely one that we like to keep up with. Out of all the franchises that we keep up with here on the channel, the Monsterverse stuff is one that we enjoy to keep up with. So
Absolutely.
you can definitely find all of that here. You can see all of our links below. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Threads at LTM Podcast KY. Join the Let's Talk Movies Facebook group if you go in the Facebook app and type in Let's Talk Movies YouTube channel --community page. It'll take you in there. One of our mods will let you in. Consider subscribing to the channel if you haven't already. It's been a blast. Been looking forward to this all week. And we love you guys. We will talk to you soon. And yeah. Peace.
Deuce out, guys.
Don't forget that if you can't rise together, you'll fall alone.
Fall alone.
Don't forget.
Never
that.
fall alone.
I'll never fall alone because I have my boyfriend, my best friend, Miguel, to
Bye.
love and kiss. I don't know. All right. Bye.